the one human trait that terrified the galaxy. The Galactic Council had encountered thousands of species across the stars, each unique, each brilliant in their own way. Some had evolved telepathy. Others bent time around their ships. A few lived for millennia, storing centuries of memory within crystalline minds. And then came the humans. First, no one paid them much attention. Their world was average, their biology fragile, and their technology primitive. But within a century, Earth had launched colonies farther and faster than any species before them. It wasn't their strength, nor their intelligence, that alarmed the Council. It was what happened when they failed. In 2431, a human freighter drifted into Council space. Its crew, fewer than a dozen, had survived an accident that should have killed them instantly. Radiation exposure, oxygen failure, broken bones. Yet when the Council medics arrived, they were repairing their ship with bleeding hands and cracked ribs, refusing evacuation. "We don't quit," one of them said simply before collapsing unconscious. Council observers recorded more anomalies. Entire human colonies built in environments deemed uninhabitable. Crews trapped behind enemy lines who fought their way back instead of surrendering. Children born during wars that had no reason being survived, growing up and returning stronger. Species that lived in peace for eons couldn't understand it. Resilience. That was the word the Council struggled to define in their language. Humans didn't just endure. They adapted. They got back up. Again. And again. And again. In 2455, when the Zurak Empire invaded the Outer Rings, the other Council species surrendered half a dozen sectors to avoid war. Earth didn't. They had fewer ships, fewer weapons, but they fought. And for every battle they lost, they returned with new tactics, newer weapons, and a terrifying, stubborn drive. One Zurak commander described it best in his final transmission. "We thought the humans were weak. But they're not fighting for survival. They fight because they believe they can win, even when they shouldn't. That is what makes them dangerous." The Council didn't understand why humans smiled in the face of death, why they made jokes during combat, why they sang during evacuations, why failure only fueled their progress. The universe had feared many things: plagues, black holes, supernovas. But now they feared one thing more than all of them combined: a human who refuses to give up.